Hi, lovely Pisces, and welcome to Cottage of Cups. I am Sally, and I'm going to be your tarot reader for today. So, just a little heads up, guys, this is my very first YouTube channel. It's also my very first series of videos I'm uploading. If the lighting's not perfect, if the audio isn't that great, if I'm a little bit clunky, please bear with me. I'm learning and growing as I go along and actually really enjoying the process. So, what you can expect from Cottage of Cups going forward are monthly tarot scopes, where we basically touch base, check in with the energetics for the month ahead. We are, of course, working on July today, so I thought we could kickstart with a couple oracle cards just to see any messages from our angels, and then for a little more depth and clarity, we'll move on to tarot. So let us get started, beautiful angels and guides and spirits. Thank you for being with us today. Please, can you tell us any messages for our beautiful Pisces for the month of July? Let's see, anything that wants to come through. Any messages? Okay, we have transformed. Interesting. That was in the previous reading. Going through a period of change and transformation. Okay, and then we have negativity. Okay, let me just show you this card. So we have transform, and then we have negativity. Perhaps we are realizing the negativity in our social media, our dynamics, our workspace, and really wanting to switch that up, have some sort of change. It's bogging us down. Your auric field is feeling a little bit clogged. Okay, any other messages, angels, that want to come through for our lovely Pisces? Two cards. Okay, we have hunger and we have gratitude. So as part of, relinquishing this negativity, cultivating a gratitude practice, looking at the glass half full, not half empty. And where are you hungry in life? Where are you feeling like, I need a little more satiation? I need more. That's what I'm getting. I feel hungry in, where are we hungry in life, in love, in work, finances? But again, to not look at the lack, not to look at what we don't have, to focus on where we are headed, what we currently have, the blessings that are around us, really switching up this negative narrative. And you will be a lighthouse for others once you start showing up from a place of gratitude, positivity, and not in a spiritual bypassing way. I'm not saying that we completely negate these experiences that happen to us that are out of our control, that are quite disruptive, and these more deeper, darker emotions. I'm not saying we negate that. I'm not saying we ignore that. But once we choose joy, we choose gratitude, and we show up from a place of fulfillment and counting our blessings, we become a lighthouse for others, and we actually inspire them to do the same. So, what is the overall theme for the month of July, angels? Okay, we have the Star card reversed. We have the 10 of Cups reversed. Let me just show you. And then we have Judgment. So, the overall theme, again, this message is coming through looking at the glass half empty, not half full. Your wishes that you have been hoping for, your faith is dwindling, your fulfillment is dwindling. It's feeling like your cup isn't quite replenished. The 10 of Cups not quite reaching the ideal fulfillment, happiness, family, joy, the ultimate goal, not quite reaching that, and feeling like you're losing a bit of faith. You're losing hope. But Spirit is asking you to surrender to whatever is happening around you now. Perhaps there is a delay in reaching the goal. Perhaps there is a delay in ultimate wish fulfillment, and that's okay. To surrender to the here and the now. It's almost like what's coming through is there's a lot of negativity around you. There's a lot of lack, a lack of gratitude, perhaps a lack of resources, a lack of money, and a lack of faith. And this energy that's surrounding you is making you lose hope. You're feeling unsatisfied. You're hungry for more. And the Judgment always speaks about, a calling back to your authentic self. And it's like you feel like you can't reach your authentic self, your authentic desires. You hear the calling, but there's so much lack around you. You just don't know how to access it. You don't know how to reach it. Because you feel like you don't have the resources. You don't have the hope, the faith. Okay, let's see. What is Pisces energy? Okay. What is Pisces energy? Okay, we have the Six of Wands reversed. Sorry, I'm not showing that properly. Six of Wands reversed, which is about not quite wanting to be fully seen, fully witnessed, perceived. Not quite wanting to put yourself out there during this time. It's a little more personal, internal energy. Not having as much visibility. Sorry, I'm losing my voice now. It's almost like keeping to yourself. That's the energy. Like even me losing my voice, not putting yourself out there. Okay. But why is this the energy, angels? Why is this Pisces energy? Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. There's a delay in the ultimate goal, the future, the long-term plan, building a foundation, a legacy, and your energy is quite inward. While you are going through this period of hopelessness, in this negative space, you're not wanting to be around people right now. You're not wanting to lean on others. You're not wanting to be seen by others. It's a very internal, reclusive energy. You don't want to be visible. That's what's coming through. Angels, can you tell me more about this energy? Why are we not wanting to be visible? Okay. Two of Cups reversed. This could be around a connection, a soulmate connection, which could be relationship, friendship. Again, it's like you've lost hope in this. And so now's not the time to be out in the world. The cups are empty. They're upside down. They're drained. Yeah, it's interesting. What happened in this connection? What happened here that has made you lose faith, lose hope? What has happened here? Why is this here? What is this here, spirits? Page of Wands reversed. Loss of passion. Wanting to start a new thing. There's an ending, but it fizzled out. And you're just wanting to be by yourself during this very negative, deep, darker, hopeless space. There was a connection here that was deeply fulfilling, and then it wasn't. There was some sort of ending. It was meant to embark on a new chapter, taking it to the next level, and it didn't. And that's left you very disappointed in this really painful space, but hopeless. That's the energy. It's like it's lost all hope. That ultimate goal of wish fulfillment, that ultimate goal, that happily ever after, didn't happen. And that's left you feeling incredibly down under. Okay, angels, what is the block or the challenge for the month? Okay, we have 9 of Pentacles. Tending to yourself, building your independence back up, to not be reliant on others, reliant on self, but to really access your luxurious, indulgent energy during this really painful, hopeless time. How can you cultivate a gratitude practice? How can you feel fruitful and abundant? That's going to be your challenge. Feeling abundant. Feeling like you have a hold on your nourishment, abundance, prosperity, finances, independence. You see, the Nine of Pentacles is very enriched. It's the opposite of hunger. And so that's going to be your challenge this month, is how to feel satiated and enriched. But tell me more about this energy as the challenge, angels. Okay, what flew out? We have the King of Wands. Also recuperating, recharging, getting back to our passion, our drive. And once you are out of the space to take action, that's going to be your challenge. To get out of the space and gain a little bit of gusto. To know what it is you want and do the damn thing to get there. But you're going to have to be looking at some very shadowy, deeper emotions. You're going to have to get through this period of fear, anxiety, hopelessness, faithlessness, if that's a word. You're going to have to really look at the deeper, darker emotions that are sitting beneath the surface. Okay. Angels, please can you tell me, what is the advice? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, cultivating a lot of stability, working on your finances. But if this isn't financial or in terms of your career, it's about getting a hold, getting a secure grip on your sense of fulfillment, abundance, security, stability. He is very grounded. He is very reliable. So to become self-reliant, to work on being your own sense of security, having hope in you and your capacity to bring about a sense of surety in your life. Why is this here, angels? The King of Pentacles. Why is this here? King of Swords. Okay, you are really going to be reclaiming your power. You are going to be getting a lot of clarity around what it is you want, what it is you don't want. But ultimately, I mean, 2 king cards here. You are going to be in your leadership energy, really taking control of your life again. Taking control over your work, your relationships, your lifestyle. This negative space you've been in, you're going to be like, enough is enough. I'm going to dust myself off, get myself up, and I'm going to rise. You actually have 3 king cards in this in this reading. So it really is this reclamation of your power to not wallow in the hopelessness. And I know that's a little bit of a strong word, and I don't mean to be demeaning. I'm not dismissing your experience at all. But Spirit is asking you to reclaim your leadership energy, your power, to take it back. Have power over your passion, your life force. Have power over your resources, your stability. Have power over your communication, your ideas, your thoughts, to really get it together. And that's going to be the breakthrough energy. That's where there's going to be this, it's going to feel like a timeline shift. It's going to be quite dramatic once you get it together. And I say that in the most loving way possible. Angels, any more messages? Any more advice? The Temperance reverse, but this is going to take time. Okay, so while you are in this space, this really difficult, hopeless space, that's okay. Take your time, take all the time you need. You will be creating harmony once you channel this very leadership, powerful energy, and you become very directional, very intentional about what it is you want. And having hope in yourself, not necessarily, not saying never have hope in others, but to regain a faith in yourself, a faith in your capacity to change your life, your capacity to satiate yourself, to create an environment of positivity. You are in control of that, because the kings are very much in control. They oversee and control their kingdom, and that's you. And you are going to be the overseer of harmony in your life, replenishment, fulfillment. Okay, that is what I have for you, beautiful Pisces. It is a beautiful energy. I mean, the hopelessness, the despair, the lack of fulfillment is very deep, and it weighs heavy on the heart, but Spirit is saying you have the power, you have the capacity to take control over your life, your environment, your experience, and your future. So it is incredibly powerful, and I hope this reading in itself has given you some hope. That is what I have for you, beautiful Pisces. Please let me know if it resonated. If you can drop a comment below, I would be so, so grateful. Otherwise, have a beautiful month ahead, and until next time.